I live in a very old house. This house, or rather, the structures that the house used to be, have been on this land for thousands upon thousands of years. And throughout history, the stones have crumbled, and my ancestors have rebuilt things until we have what we have now, which I like to think is a fairly modern house. But as you build things, new choice, as you construct things, you have to, new choice, you have to have layers to it. You can't just break things down. That's destroying history. New choice. It's against family tradition to just break things down. It is family tradition to build on top of these things. And I know that it seems a bit eccentric, new choice. I know that it seems a bit extravagant, but it allows for an almost archaeological sort of record. All the different time periods people have lived on this house. More recently, because you can't have a house that's like 20 stories tall and you don't want to climb all the stairs, we've taken to putting dirt over things. And by recently, I mean like past few hundred years. Unfortunately, my ancestors, not so good with writing stuff down. They figured architecture would be enough of a record. So, yesterday, when I was in my garden digging, I didn't think I was going all that deep into the archaeological record, new choice, all that deep into the dirt, which symbolizes time. But it doesn't take a whole lot of dirt, new choice. It doesn't take a whole lot of time for dirt to accumulate. It doesn't take a whole lot of time to dig beneath the surface. So I was digging, getting ready to plant my turnips, and I came upon a very mysterious rock, new choice. I came upon a stone, and it was like no stone I had seen before, new choice. It was unlike any stone I had seen before. It had mysterious markings upon it, and they were dug in, no choice. They were sculpted into it, so that even though it had been covered with dirt, all I had to do was wipe it off and see the ruins, the letters written upon them. And the language didn't look like any language I'd seen before. New choice. The shapes drawn were non-linear. They were clearly somehow dug in with a curved object, which is not how we write in contemporary times. But I had a sense coming from this runic object, new choice, coming from this mystical stone, that there was more to be done with it. So I put the planting on hold, and I took the stone inside. And inside, since fortunately it is a modern sort of house, new choice, inside we have the great modern convenience of running water. So I could go over, turn on the faucet, and just clean it off. New choice. I could go over, turn on the faucet, remove all the dirt and scum, all of the years of accumulated sediments upon the rock. And as I did so, the runes started to make more sense. New choice. As it did so, I started feeling compelled by the ruins in some sort of subconscious way. There was no language to the feeling. It was just something that I felt that I had to do. And it got stronger and stronger as I removed more and more dirt from the rock. Until eventually, your choice, till I saw that the rock was an artificial thing. And it was brown on the outside, and the runic markings were green and indented. And the compelling feeling kept on getting stronger. So I started running my fingers through the rock. And that's when even more inexplicable, new choice, mystical sensations began to happen. Because as I was running my fingers through the rock, I began to have the flavor of chocolate in my mouth. Started off as a very subtle flavor, but as I continued to move along the ruins, it became a stronger and stronger sensation. So now I keep that rock with me, keep it near my sink, and whenever I need the taste of chocolate, all I need to do is just interact, new choice, just allow myself to be compelled by the runic powers. And I like to think that my ancestors had left me that object, that in some way they knew that dirt would come and cover it up. New choice. But I also worry, as I think about the object, as to why my ancestors buried it. Because chocolate tastes good, and it's quite pleasant to interact with this rune. So I do wonder, I certainly hope not, but I also certainly wonder if the runes on this stone perhaps suggests some ruin in the past.